unbroken sight and sound.
Now, there are 17 species of macaw. They range in size from a small parrot to the size of a hyacinth, which can grow over 1 meter long.
And they all have unique personalities and looks. The feather lines on their faces are just like our fingerprints, meaning they're unmatchable to any other.
Now, unfortunately, it is because of that beauty, people steal them from their forest homes and sell them as pets.
To be 100 years of age, it does remain forever as hyperactive as a 5-year-old child.
Absolutely not. Now, how about we take this from feathers to scales?
Great idea, Reed. Check out the snakes joining you in the crocodile variety and are feeling really relaxed around people. That's because they've grown up right here in Australia too.
Now, if you were to see the world through a snake's eyes, you'd notice they rely on movement rather than colour or shape. And, well, they don't have ears. If ears feeling cornered or threatened, the only way to protect themselves is to bite. So it makes sense we hear most people are being whilst trying to catch, or even worse, kill a snake.
Fortunately for us, first aid for a strong venomous snake bite is actually very simple and quite effective. So if you or one of your mates is ever lucky enough to be bitten, there's one really important item that you can have on you.
That's the catch their aquatic meals. Now we're just been joined by Albert and Scuba. Albert, the larger of the two, he is a great cormorant, and Scuba, the small at the highest of altitudes, and yet aerial prey is not their choice. They are aquatic predators and well-equipped fishermen, stalking our waterlines in search of a fresh catch. These stunning locusts of the north can have a wingspan of up to 2 meters. A monogamous species, they'll mate for life, and they build their nests some 20 meters high up off of the ground, because you'll find these birds living up in crop territory. Now, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes over the roof here, because we are about to be joined by Douglas, our black next door. A bird more commonly known as a jabiru. These beautiful birds, they have to communicate to each other by chattering their beak and fluttering their wings, because they don't actually have any voice box. Now we're going to check him out as he makes his way into the water. He'll use those long, skinny legs and that sharp, spear-like beak to really stab out and grab his prey. Now, things these birds will be looking for can vary from fish, crustaceans, eels, and even to juvenile crocodiles. Now take a look at Douglas here. He has those beautiful, dark brown, almost black coloured eyes, and that's how we know we're looking at a male black next door. Meanwhile, your females, they actually possess a really bright and vibrant yellow eye. And you can actually see that difference today here in the zoo. And if you head down to our wetlands area, we have the very handsome JJ and Juliet down there. Now Douglas, of course, is an incredible bird. If you keep your eyes and ears open, you might be lucky enough to see some of our beautiful birds flying around Australia.
But now I would love to introduce you all to our beautiful galahs alongside our red-tailed black cockatoos. They make up the most iconic and recognisable species of bird to call Australia home, our cockatoos. Now, of course, all of these birds, they rely on the bush for their food and for their shelter. So just remember, no bush, get no birds.
True Truneries, worldwide habitat loss is still the #1 threat facing the survival of all our gorgeous wildlife.
So, let's make a difference today. Whoever you are, wherever you live, grow a native plant in your backyard, and sooner or later you'll have some amazing native wildlife calling your place home.
Well, please put your hands together for Maurice and our amazing Australia Zoo 3 flight birds. Well, Reed, this is leaving us one thing left to do.
Let's do it.
So I'm thinking we'll travel to like a hot destination like Africa, and they could be a big drum, or I don't know how to do this, but a zebra? I don't know. Oh, a meerkat. There we go. Perfect.
Alright, group number 2, we know what it's at. I want your African animals on 3, 2, 1, go!
But hey, we wish we could give a prize to each and every one of you, but we do promise that the Wildlife Warrior show coming right up will be prize packed for you all. However, Reed, I had a little birdie tell me we have a few birthdays today that have come to celebrate with us. We have Oakley, who is
Certainly, none of us would be here today. Now, Steve was famous for quite a lot of things, but he was particularly famous for one word. Can anyone tell me what that word was?
Crikey, that's right. It's the loudest crikey on 3, 2, 1. That was incredible. Good job, group number 1.
Not bad, not bad. Group number 2, we got this. We can do better than that. In honor of Steve, I want your loudest and proudest crikey on 3, 2, 1.
I can't even sustain it. Hey, let's take it to the judge show. Who's it gonna be? Which side, please?
Here, where you're sitting in the Crocodile, we want you to learn and appreciate how gorgeous crocodiles really are. You will be looking at one of the most
I've seen all year, honestly. Wow. Something else.
The smoke clears and reveals everyone.
Everyone looks very serious up there. Wow.
So I want you to know that's the last time you're gonna get to come through that smoke machine.
What?
I'm gonna quit smoking.
Okay.
It's my New Year's resolution.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. Thank you very much for spending your holiday season with us at Australia Zoo. You picked a great day. The sun is shining. It's a good day to feed a crocodile, I reckon.
It's a beautiful day, and we're the lucky Irwins getting to do it. So, what crocodile do you think we'll be feeding today?
Well, we happen to have a bit of a legend in our midst. The largest crocodile in the crocodile.
What?
His name is Graham.
Graham, just the name strikes fear in your heart.
It's a fearsome name. Any Grahams in the crowd? Where are my Grahams at?
Graham.
Yeah, there's a Graham. I mean, there's enough. Fearsome. 100%.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Staying over here. So, Graham has a bit of history.
He does have a history. He's the only crocodile at Australia Zoo that has managed to bite people. He's bitten 2 people, and his first taste was a doozy. He actually managed to grab Dad right on the hand. He was much smaller, but still had a lot of go. He grabbed him and actually pulled him back into the water. And we got the footage, which is pretty cool.
Well, at least we got the footage.
Do you know how to look?
Let's do it. We'll watch Graham coming out. Here he comes. Ooh, there's the gate.
That's very Graham.
That's not Graham. Graham does not wear a hat.
Very easy.
There he is. Look, he's bigger now.
He is a lot bigger, a lot bigger. And today what I want to show you is strictly natural behaviour. Crocodiles, they're not can be trained. They're an animal that will do whatever they want to do at all times. They have millions of years of evolution behind them, and they're incredibly intelligent creatures. And we want to show you how to stay safe in crocodile territory, because we live amongst crocodiles here in Australia.
We do right here in Australia. Northern Queensland, Northern Territory, the northern part of Western Australia. You really got to consider there's a crocodile in every waterway to be safe. And what Steve did here in the Crocodile is he built it with clear water so you can see what the crocodile's doing. In the wild, they're in deep, dark, murky river water and you can't see them. So what Robert's going to do is show you what not to do in crocodile territory. So Robert's going to show you, just don't do anything Robert does, and then you'll be fine. And then, because he's too close to the water's edge, that right there is the danger zone. But here is safe. This is known as the gravy zone. Oh yeah.
That's where you want to be in Northern Australia. Basically, every step closer to the water's edge that you take, the more danger you're in. That's not to say crocodiles are out to get you. Quite the opposite, in fact. They are very elusive creatures, and if you leave them be, they'll never, ever have a go at you. But if you get within that 5-metre strike range, you are putting yourself at risk. Crocs have got a good sense of eyesight, a great sense of smell, but it's their sense of vibration. That's the key to their success. So he can feel footsteps incredibly well. Anything approaching next to the water, he can feel right where it is, even if you can't see them. Crocs can feel vibration 4 times greater in the water than out on land. Here he comes. Isn't he beautiful? He's a big boy. And I'm kind of reenacting an animal that's coming down, having a drink, splashing around, and I'm purposely breaking the biggest rule, which is to never enter water in crocodile territory. Here he comes. Here boy. Now you notice here, he moves through the water without making a ripple. And the reason for that is those beautiful scoops along his back. They create currents and counter-currents which cancel each other out and enables movement that is undetectable underwater. Zeroing in on these vibrations, he's getting keen. Hey, boy. Hey, mate. Here you go, mate. Look at the food here, mate. Look at the food, please. The little piece of food, not the big piece of food. There you go. Isn't he just gorgeous? Here you go, mate. Here you go. Here you go. There he is. Wow. He's a beautiful big croc, isn't he? And he's just showing us those teeth and that head. Beautiful big head. Here you go, mate. Good boy. Give it up for Graham. Hey, isn't he a legend? Legend, love him. And look at that. He's giving you all a little smile. Thank you. Good boy. Alright, now let's see if we can get Graham keen for another strike. Now you have to remember that crocodiles are absolutely ambush predators. Look at the way it's a bit of an effort for Graham to move over land. And that's because he has to carry an incredibly big, long tail across the land. But once he's submerged, once he's back in the water, he is once again ready to go. Now in that head, he's got about 60 teeth, but it's the jaw pressure that's the secret to the success for the saltwater croc. They've got more pressure in those jaws than any other animal on the face of the earth. 3,000 pounds per square inch of closing pressure. Notice here when he pops up and has a little look. He reveals only very little of his body. Only about an inch above the surface. But his eyes, nose and ears are all visible. So he can see you, hear you and smell you. Crocs have got an incredible breath holding capacity. They can actually hold their breath upwards of 8 hours in a single go. Hey boy. I'm in nice and steady. Stop looking at my legs, Graham. So Crocs like to play this game called Come Closer, which is a really fun game that only get to play it once, and you can take that. Oh, he's just dropped it. Hey Tony, can you grab that little piece of food? Any volunteers want to
Robert? And I'm getting the vibe that your microphone's wet. Yeah, okay. So crocodiles don't just strike at the water's edge. They can also come vertically out of the water nearly their whole body length if the water's deep enough. So they use this technique to catch things above them, whether they're sitting on a limb, like a cuscus or a possum, whether they're flying over like a duck or a fruit bat. In fact, on the Wenlock River, I got to see a crocodile grab a fruit bat. It was pretty cool. So this is why you don't want to see anything is situated on top of his head. He's really designed for grabbing things above him. Good one, Graham. Good boy. You got his favorite? It's a rat burger. Here it is. It's pretty delicious. Okay, here we go. Yummy. Oh, look how good that is. It's like a fluffy lamington. Yum. Good boy. Oh, that was a little bit more keen. Okay, that was awesome. Isn't he a beautiful crocodile? Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. Let's see if Robert's got a new mic.
There we go, I'm back. Hello everyone. Now what we want to try and do here is try
Down and try and get you. That's not the case. Not at all. Crocodiles are really only dangerous in and around the water's edge. You see here, I'm right in front of him, and he's not trying to get me. The reason why is because he knows the jig's up. He knows that we've all got the good look at him. We can see him. We know that he's not camouflaged anymore. And for Graham, he's just sort of gone, all right, well, I know you can see me. I'm done. Crocodiles really are all about camouflage. If you can stay at least 5 meters back from the water's edge, anywhere where you find crocs in the wild, you'll be perfectly safe. If we do this, not only do we protect ourselves, but we also protect the crocodiles. Because every single time someone gets a little bit too close, maybe they go for a fish, maybe they go for a swim, they overhang the water, they break these rules. If a bite occurs, crocodiles are branded as the big evil monster running around eating everyone. That's just not the case, not at all. All we need to do is be wise in crocodile territory. Avoid that strike zone and we'll be fine. And in doing so, we stop the conflict between humans and crocs. And we stop those ridiculous calls for getting rid of them. This is an animal that is so intrinsically important to their environment. They are the roof of the house, the top of the food chain. If we lose crocodiles, if we lose this invaluable apex predator, everything else underneath them will suffer. So it's up to us to basically just not do that, and then you'll be fine. Isn't it beautiful, hey? Don't you just love it? Hear that jaw pop? That's those 3,000 pounds per square inch of jaw pressure. That's coming together. Pretty amazing. Now, as you can see, he's still very big. And the reason why is I think he knows what's coming. There's one thing that Graham loves more than anything else, and that is to hunt and to catch something just as he would in the wild. So, let's do it. Let's up the ante and go for something big, hey? What do you reckon? Let's do it. Let's go for a Christmas ham.
Nice, delicious Christmas.
What do you think, Graham?
Okay, so Robert's going to mimic a feral pig approaching the water's edge. Graham's lining up the strike. He's pretty keen. As the pig approaches the water, Graham gets ready to strike. And this happens every single day up north. Little pig goes down to have a drink. The crocodile's the unseen predator. And then he strikes. He grabs that food item and he instinctively takes it back into the water. He's got a few techniques to overpower something very quickly. One of the things he'll do is try to submerge and take it to the bottom and drown it very quickly. Another thing he'll do is violently head shake and try to dislodge the animal off the bank and get it into the water where he can overpower it. He'll also occasionally death roll, almost death roll. He will almost death roll. That is a worried pig. You almost got death roll. Oh, what? It's like The half death roll is a new technique that Graham is trialing this year. There we go! Woo! Oh yeah. Not many people get to see a crocodile death roll. Apparently it's a big effort for Graham. I think he had to play the night last night. Not really fresh for death rolling today. Hey, no. Look at him. He's like, I got this. I'm gonna win. This is so good for him too, because he just loves it. It's like playing tug of war with your dog. If your dog weighed 400 kilos. It's really cool. Robert's putting in a good effort. 2 death rolls! Yes! We got 2 death rolls. Look at him, he's got a hold of that. Oh, good head shake. Sweet! What's he gonna do? Man, this is cool. It is awesome. He's blowing bubbles and being angry and doing everything. Way to go, Graham! Woohoo! Good job, Robert. That was a huge effort. Look at him. He's like, look at me. I caught this all by myself. He's got that little bit of twine to floss. Oral hygiene's always at the top of the game there for you, Graham. Hey. So Graham will digest the leg bone of that pig, that little piece of twine, everything will be digested. It's amazing. He has some of the strongest digestive juices of any animal. And he can also overpower something even bigger than himself. You are a cool dude, man. I love you so much. And I'm a little bit terrified of you. All at the same time. It's great.
He just loves it.
He loves it.
It's so incredibly good for crocs to get to hunt, to strike, to death roll. At Australia Zoo, paramount for us is conservation and the well-being of our animals. Almost all the crocs you see here were rescues. They were unfortunately going to be shot out in the wild. So Dad caught them, took them in, and gave them a great life to live here. And it's so important to get to teach all of you guys about just how beautiful they are. And man, gets the heart rate up too.
Yeah, yeah. We've seen your workout video, but I think you were wearing lycra in that.
Definitely was not.
Yeah. So we want to say thank you for coming in today because you are supporting all of our conservation work by being here. We really appreciate it. I want to let you know too, if you want to take a little bit of Robert home with you, we do have a special Robert Irwin photography book all about Australia, which is why it's called Australia. And then he's signed some of them, and I've signed some of my book, and he signed some Crikey magazines. They're all available underneath you guys in the Crocodile shop, just so you know, there's only a few left. And I want to say, have the best New Year.
Enjoy.
And always remember, hey, Crocs rule. Absolutely. Thanks everyone, and thanks for coming in. Woo-hoo-hoo.
My dad taught me from a very early age. He had one word to say. Do it, son. And I am.